The dawn's light will shine again.
I almost forgot. Their voice actors changed from this point forward. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to look these up again, don't I? That sounded so differently. Okay, I'll shut up.
So long as we have these specious accusations hanging over us, we will struggle to achieve anything. You must go to Ishgard, as Tataru proposed. I will return to Uldar and set things right.
Pray, do not be so hasty, Master Alphino.
Lord Orchefon.
Full well do I understand your desire to clear your names. But now is not the time for drastic action. You yet have allies upon whom you can rely. There is no need to act alone.
Yeah, you got us.
Yes. Yes, of course. Pray forgive my impatience.
I bring tidings. Count Edmond has decreed that the three of you be taken in as wards of House Fortan. Under our patronage, you shall be granted access to the city proper. Pray, consider our manor your new headquarters, from which you may gather information and plan how best to proceed. Needless to say, should any of your missing allies be found, as I am certain they shall, they will of course be welcome to join you there.
God, now I'm wondering, like, how are we gonna find them? Are they just gonna meet us in dire conditions, or like, what's gonna happen?
You are more than generous, my friend. On behalf of my fellows, I humbly accept your offer of hospitality.
The Count is a good man and just. He will treat you with the kindness and respect that a hero and dear friend deserves.
To Ishgard, then. Together. There we shall carry on the Scion's legacy. There we shall begin anew.
Here, here. To Ishgard. Oh my god. Oh, it's a new jingle. It's a new jingle for accepting a quest. I love this. Alright, I'm gonna have to move some windows here for a sec. I just want to see the volume for the game, which should be fine. Oh, I'm so excited! I must go on ahead and speak with the Count. Fear not, however, for everything has been arranged. The sentries at the gates of judgment have been informed of our decision. You need but state your names, and they will allow you to pass. My manservant shall be waiting for you at the city gates, ready to escort you to our manor, where we shall meet again. Until then... Alright, here we go. Yep, it's just at the gate. Wards of House Fortan? Ah, yes. You may pass. Proceed to Ishgard.
And so they came, at a friend's behest. Heroes once celebrated as saviors of Eorzea, brought low through treachery, their names blackened with royal blood. with memories of the lost and dreams of redemption, with hope yet in their hearts, they came.
Yeah, that's not the same voice actor as Gerald from Fire Emblem Three Houses anymore. Even his voice actor changed.
To Ishgard, shining city on the mount, overlooking the dominion of Kurthus. A great and proud nation, devoted to Helone, the Fury, ruled by Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. The last bastion of the faith, her walls ever bristling with the sworn swords and spears of her 4 high houses. A land that after 1,000 years of war had forgotten what it was to be at peace. Through gates long closed, the warrior of light and his companions passed, entering at last a city whose history was written in blood. In the midst of the Dragonsong War they came, 3 weary travelers whose arrival would set in motion great change. Though none knew then how great.
From the memoirs of Count Edmund de Forton, Heavensward. And the title drop. Woo. Let's fucking go. I'm excited. So we're here. We've made it to the other side of the gates in Korthas. House Forton in Ishgard. This is much bigger than I thought it would be. Greetings, Master Misterol. On behalf of House Forton, I bid you welcome to Ishgard. My lord humbly requests your presence at his residence in the Pillars. If you would all come with me. So now that this is new area, we're gonna have to do some things. So you want to be a machinist? There we go. I can go do that first. I can figure out how to be a new class. There was also like samurai back in Old Dop, but I think someone said that's supposed to be for Stormblood. Might be Stormblood. Yeah, let's go check this out first. My prospectometer seems rather fond of you. Let's see, shall we? Odd garb, striking presence. Would I be right in assuming that you are one of those adventurous types? As I thought as much. My prospectometer seldom lies. And let me just say, you have made the right choice in visiting our humble workshop. Welcome to the Skysteel Manufactory, where miracles are born from aether, metal, and imagination. From cannons to ballistas, we develop and manufacture a range of weapons designed for slaying dragon invaders. But we are also accepting students who wish to take up a firearm and learn the techniques of a machinist. What say you? Are you interested in joining us and exploring the machinist discipline? You are? Well, of course you are. Otherwise, my prospectometer would not have registered your obvious interest. In my excitement, I've neglected to introduce myself. My name is Stefanovan de Halienart. And you are? Let's see. Soul of the Machinist, a steel-barreled carbine. It's a level 30 item level. Toadskin jacket and a brace. Brygarn, is it? Well, Brygarn, allow me to welcome you once more to the Sky Steel Manufactory. As I mentioned before, 'tis our charge to develop and manufacture weapons designed for slaying dragon invaders. But pray forget about those tired old inventions. The future lies in machinistry, a technology that weds the genius of Master Garland's magic tech with traditional aetherology. Every single one of my latest creations employs the principles of this unique discipline. And in the steady hands of trained machinists, my new inventions are going to alter the very face of warfare. Though I would dearly love to expand upon my revolutionary theories, we shall begin by familiarizing you with the tools of the trade, so to speak. Have you time now for a brief lesson? I wanna shoot some barrels. Splendid. Now the first thing you must learn is the proper technique for handling a fire... Where in the hells is our master of marksmanship? I swear the man is never about when I need him most. How dreadfully embarrassing. Here I've mercilessly piqued your interest, and now I must ask you to call again at a later convenience. Mayhap the next time you visit, our instructor will design to put in an appearance. Then we can outfit you with the equipment necessary to learn basic marksmanship. And I might explain to you in the particulars of the machinist profession. I'm afraid he's gone for good this time, my lordship. Left a letter of resignation on your workbench and all. Oh, you're cute. Confound the man! We cannot afford to lose such a pivotal employee at this crucial juncture in our growth. Joy, prepare mine accoutrements. I shall drag that scoundrel back by the lapels if need be. But, me lordship, we ain't even sure of where to start looking. You make a salient point, my dear. My prospectometer points to the lands of Lenoska. Ah, yes, I should have realized that he would return to his homeland. Lenoska, me lordship? Are you sure you want to go there? I hear it's a nasty place, where folk will clouch you across the face as soon as they look at you. I must admit a little familiarity with its environs. Hark, Joy! The prospectometer chirps again. Of course, our aspiring machinists, we shall have the worldly Brygarn here act as our guide. For an explorer who has braved the harshest corners of Eorzea, the wilds of Lenoska must be akin to a garden path, is it not so? I wouldn't go that far. Yeah, I've been everywhere. You see, Joy, my prospectometer never steers me awry. Or never steers me awry. You will consent to guide us then, Brygarn. In addition to loyal service to House Halienart is the finest shot in the manufactory. As a novice machinist, I suggest you mark her technique during our little jaunt to Lenoska. Speaking of which, we must needs decide upon a somewhat less vague destination. Camp Overlook. Yeah, there you are. So this is Camp Overlook. Indeed, its inhabitants do seem to tide to cloud a man in the face in place of a how do you do. Shall we make some inquiries after our prematurely retired instructor? Let us rendezvous at this spot once we gather what intelligence we may. You mean that big Rogadin bastard? You'll find I'm pacing the boards in front of the infirmary. Some of the lads seem to know the bloke, but no bugger seems eager to say ow. A bloke late of Ishgard? Aye, there was a stranger come about, asking after one of our lads. Told him the sorry sod he was looking for was the captain by the lift, resting up from an axe wound. Okay, he's taken a rest. I almost thought he was wearing like a Christmas garb. I've seen him all right. Got himself a cold reception too. You can't come apologizing for a deed a decade old, and just expect to be forgiven. So they know where he is. Splendid. I just did not think we had to come back here. How fared your interrogations? 'Twould seem our man came here but to visit an old acquaintance. In the vicinity of the winch, you say? Let us investigate this infirmary, then. Were the conditions of your employment not satisfactory? Return with us to the manufactory and we can discuss more favorable terms. I understand that Ishgardians presently accord machinists rather less than the respect they deserve, but I promise you our worst shall shine through in due time. People will clamor to learn our profession. You cannot abandon us now. Rosenthal? I'm gonna go with that. You cannot abandon us now, Rostenthal. Think of the future. Oh. Leave me be. One more step and I'll blow your yapping jaw off. Joy, if you please. Whoops. Close. Oh. Oh! Dude! That was sick. You shite-eating bastard! Next time I'll aim for the shaft, twist your thighs. Oh, easy there, girl. Are you not proud? 'Twas you who taught Joy everything she knows about shootin', and spittin' colorful profanity besides. Aye, the lass learned me lessons well. Well enough to be your new master of marksmanship, I'd wager. Do you think so? Oh, but no. Joy is far too busy with her duties at the manor house. And besides, we have this budding machinist who is simply dying to learn from the great Rosenthal. Buffalo shite. Any scrag who's known me would rather I did the dying. Oh, just look at you. The epitome of a roguish swashbuckler. Why ever did you cease brandishing your weapon in that fashion? 'Cause only pirate scum hold a firearm like this. And I ain't gonna teach the machinist way to know opalist sausage-fingered adventurer what you dragged in off the street. Then you are saying that if our sausage-fingered adventurer shows a glimmer of hope, you would consent to instruct him? Did you hear that, Brigard? This is your chance to display your aptitude for marksmanship. Here, I took the liberty of packing some extra tools of the trade. Convince our reluctant instructor that you are serious in your intentions. Me? I have a gun? Huh. You have the look of a Laminsian adventurer about you. Fine, Stefan de Vienne. I'll give your whelp a bloody chance. One lesson to see what he's made of. The fate of the Sky Steel factory, nay, the very future of machinistry, is in your sausage-fingered hands. Take up your weapon and aim for the stars. I did not seem to, I did not seem that, concerned about it. Alright. We got Machinist! I can now shoot a gun. Alright, so let's see. Go to my character. I think I have to, like... Yeah, I have to equip the weapon for me to start it. So... It's this. Good grief, he's naked! Split Shot. Delivers an attack with 140. Additional increases heat gauge by 5. Slug Shot. Delivers an attack with a potency of 100. Combo from Split Shot. Or Heated Split Shot. Increases heat gauge by 5. Hot Shot. Pop Quiz Hot Shot. Delivers an attack with a potency of 240. This weapon skill does not share a recast timer with any other actions. Looks like I got Second Wind. Reassemble. Guarantees that the next skill is a critical direct hit. I think that'll be here. Leg Graze. Afflicts target with heavy for 10 seconds. Foot Graze. Blinds the target. And Gauss Round. Delivers an attack with a potency of 130. 2 charges. Spread Shot. Delivers an attack with a potency of 140 to all enemies in a cone before you. It's a cone attack. Cool. Alright, that should be good. Now, what are my other moves? Oh, I can also see, too, that my level started at 30. Oh, then that means I got a long way to go. Alright, so what are my actions and commands? The next one's going to be Hypercharge. I thought I would learn that. Heat Blast, Rook Auto Turret, Rook Overdrive, Wildfire, Ricochet, Auto Crossbow, Split Shot, Tactician, Drill, Heated Slug Shot, Dismantle, Clean Shot, Barrel Stabilizer, Blazing Shot, Flamethrower, Bioblaster, Air Anchor, Automaton Queen. Yeah, I also have to remember, too, that some of my other classes that I've been going through will still have learned. We'll still be learning new stuff as I'm going forward. So I think for the time being, I'm going to still use Bard. But now that I do have Machinist, I'm going to have to do some practice on my own. On my own time, so Expect me when I get to a dungeon or a boss fight using machinists. But for now, I'm just gonna keep pressing on forward. Fort Tom's Manor. Okay. No. The Warrior of Light and his brave companions walk in the streets of Ishgard at last. What a glorious sight. I cannot tell you how long I've waited for this day. Allow me to present to you my family home, Fort Tom Manor. I should like nothing more than to show you around, but everyone is gathered to receive you. Come, my friends. Introductions must be made.
My lord, I have returned with the Scions.
I hope your journey was not too taxing. I, Count Edmond de Fortom, do bid you welcome. As wards of House Fortom, you shall be afforded every courtesy. My home is your home.
My companions and I are deeply honored, Count Forton.
The honor is mine, Master Alphino. Consider it an expression of our gratitude for your service to Ishgard.
Forgive me, my lord, but are you not concerned? To accept foreign guests at such a juncture, especially ones with our reputation.
Do not worry yourself on my account. 'Tis true that Ishgard's first thought has ever been the war effort, hence the closing of our borders, yet it is in troubled times most of all that men should seek allies. Don't you think? Granted, my decision will have raised eyebrows in the vault and in the halls of the other high houses. But so long as you continue with your altruistic endeavors, I doubt my honored peers will feel moved to voice their concerns.
Then there is naught to fear. Though our numbers are much reduced, we are no less determined to carry on our work.
Full glad am I to hear it. But before you return to your labors, why not take a tour of the city? You would do well, I think, to acquaint yourselves with your new surroundings. After all, you may be here for some time.
Tell me about it. I have a feeling like we're not going to be doing a lot of adventuring into other countries for a while. Also, I'm starting to feel like the voice acting direction is a little bit slightly better. But it's still only just the beginning, so I can't really tell right now. Taking in the sights. Ooh, we got some Mithrid salad offending. Maiming, striking, scouting. Oh no, these are options. Okay. So if I want to use something for Bard. This is for Warrior. Dragoon. I guess I could pick this one for Dragoon. Unless I want to keep doing Warrior. I mean, I'm pretty sure the other ones are going to be in the next quest. Though our friends in House Fortom have been generous enough to extend us their protection, we must take care not to impose too much on their hospitality. It is only proper that we learn about our new home, so that we might become more self-sufficient. It'll take a while to learn the lay of the lands, but learn it we must. Then there's the markets and taverns. We'll need to know where to shop and where to hear small talk. 'Twould seem a tour of the city is indeed in order. I thank you for your counsel, my lord. My companions and I shall of course do as you suggest. Very good. Then my manservant shall accompany you. He will be able to answer any questions you might have. Ah, but I grow forgetful in my dotage. There is something I must give you ere we part. Their documentation is in order, I trust. Yes, my lord. I do like his design. So like, I'd say like higher up. He's more like an actual lord. Oh, you actually do get to see it. It's a little card. Those documents identify you as wards of House Forton. Given that our borders have remained closed for decades, many of my countrymen are unaccustomed to treating with foreigners. Should anyone happen to question your presence here, it may prove necessary to remind them that you remain under the protection of House Forton. But let us hope it shall not come to that. It probably will come to that. Rest assured that we shall do our utmost to avoid any situation which might compel us to invoke your name. Brygon, Tataru, the city awaits. Alright, I guess we're just taking a little break of adventuring just to take a tour of the city. I still think my bow is like so tall for that door frame. That's funny to me. Yeah, so we gotta take a tour of the city first. Isn't that wild? Okay, where do we go to first? Ah, this is your first time in our fair city. Pray permit me to show you to the Hoplon, from whence we may gaze upon the splendor of the Holy Vault. Though all our sights pale in comparison, 'tis only meet that you see at first. I shall then show you around the jeweled crozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods and services, before descending to Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza, if there are no questions. Okay. So I can see, it looks like the shops are over here. Would there be an Aetheryte crystal? Oh, wow. This has got to be like the big castle here. Yeah, let me see here. There's a landing here, so I'm pretty sure that's like air travel. What's your sign? Plenty more fish in the sea. That's right, I have like a fisher's job quest I have to do. Oh, breaking new ground. That's my miner's job quest. That's what it is. You have your materia here. Retainer. I think now that I purchased a subscription, I should be able to get a retainer, don't I? I'm only just doing it for a month though, so please bear with me. A dark spectacle. And I'm pretty sure some of the new job quests are in the other area. The Hoplon, so named for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Vault. The vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Begging your pardon, the statues to the south, are they perchance Thornton's famed Knights 12? Oh yeah, I do see them. Very good, Master Alphino. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined with King Thordan. I too put down Nidhogg and found, King Thordan the First, to put down Nidhogg and found this great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition, and there is much you can learn by exploring the pillars. Time permitting, of course. Now then, if you would follow me to the Jeweled Crozier, I shall introduce you to Mistress Elise... Mistress Elise, our master of the markets. I almost pronounced that as Alize, but that's definitely not it. Speaking of which, like, where the hell is she? I know there's actually, like, there's actually a quest back in, like, the Waking Sands somewhere that you actually do meet up with her. I think that was actually what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to go talk with, Urianger. Wait, Wait. Do we even know he's still alive? Oh dear. So it looks like this is the way to the shops. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this place doesn't seem as busy as I thought it was. Unless a lot of people are gathering at, like, Dawn Trail's main hub. Then I got a long way to go. Well, you clearly not locals or traveling peddlers, which makes you all... Ah, wards of House Fortom. How very interesting. Count Edmund has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have need of sundry goods, hence our desire to make your acquaintance. That is, of course, assuring you are content to accept the custom of foreigners. Should you be uncomfortable... Young sir, we do not discriminate in matters of money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? She got a point, it's money. Weapons, armor, accoutrements, medicine, materials, whatever you desire, it can be found in the Crozier. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. Our next destination is the Aetheryte Plaza in Foundation, if everyone is ready. She's like, bye-bye. In fact, I think that's where I was. Yeah, it's going back into the Foundation, so I think I should just go down this way. Actually, yeah, do we... Sundries... Arm? Yeah, let's see the arms. Armorer... Here, let's see if they have any good weapons here. Oh, yeah. Weapons up to level 60. Let's see about this. Ah, man. It's at item level 145. It's actually much better than... It's actually much better than my bow. Here, let's see. Item comparison. So the only difference is the stats or the bonuses and less physical damage. But it has more item level than my augmented Ironworks bow. Oh yeah, what about guns? Do you purchase any guns? You do. Okay. You have like high steel culverin. All right, I'll think about this later. But that is some good finds. And here we have the Foundation's Aetheryte Plaza. If you have yet to attune the Aetheryte, it would be wise to do so now. So we can... I will pick Fending. Da 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 da. Alright, cool. The better half. Oh, here we go. We got Archer. Rainbow Cap of Aiming. It does have slightly better item level, but less defense by 2. And then Machinist. Oh, it's in the same class. Okay. It's in the same class as Archer. As for our next destination, mayhap we should decide to get together. What else can be found nearby? The Skysteel Manufactory stands to the west. There are engineers conceived and manufacture weapons for use against dragons. The Holy Stables, where chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our knights most heavenly, while to the south and east, well, 'twould be best if you avoided that area. And why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphino. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. You misjudge me, sir, for I am no lord but a humble traveler. What a haircut he's got. Oh, come to see the sights, have you? Take a turn down the hop lawn and gawp at the statues. Well, if you mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Knight, if your nursemaid'll let you. That's gotta be a tavern. Oh, my humblest apologies, Master Alphino. Pray pay that drunken lout no mind. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Knight for myself. I trust you see the wisdom in this, Brigarn. There are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, who can say what we might learn of recent events? Then I'm coming too. Tataru, you probably don't drink. You're probably too young. It's still kind of weird. Still kind of ifs me out that like even Lalafels can even drink. Yeah, here we go. This is the Forgotten Knight. Oh, yep, this is definitely a spacious looking tavern. Must say, this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We've but recently arrived in Ishgard and are eager to acquaint ourselves with her more notable establishments. Master Girberlant. Just Girberlant will do. And I'm flattered you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it'll live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by a number of customers I see, I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, I could not help but note a difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, didn't you? Aye, up there you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights, and so forth, dropping in on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars, maybe, but not locals. folks from the Brune. Okay, folks from the Brum. They tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits, all quality, mind, but not the sort of stuff I'd recommend to yourselves. You speak at the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the Brum, if I may ask? 'Cause when the weather's foul and the Brum rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. I see. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the city, it was the Brum that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that, mind, which is why, considering your present company, I'd recommend you to keep your wits about you if you mean to go below, and something sharp in your boots just to be sure. I shall take your words to heart, sir. Master Alfino, I think it would be best if we returned to Fortalt Manor. You going ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two. Miss Totteru, I'm afraid that is out of the question. My lord, the Count, would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place. Least of all, a maiden. What are you up to, Totteru? Look around, Alfino. This tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed. Will you be safe here on your own? I mean, she should have taken up that class as a summoner. She would have been more than willing to defend herself. Oh, please, do you know how often I looked after the waking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a guild for every unwelcome caller I'd driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Not that I doubt the lady's knack for fending off unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. That settles it then, Totteru. Brigard and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by link pearl if you require assistance. I will. Alright, catch you later. Try not to get too drunk in here. You hear? I think we've had enough from a drunken cactuar back then than we do now. Welcome, Master Mistral. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yep, we shall take our place at home. And gotta say though, this is a very fancy room. I think the thing that piqued me interest in this room was that giant flower. Tell us then, Master Alfino, does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which I imagine pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took. And when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns in Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating. The casualties, unspeakable. The wyverns did not discriminate. Unarmed men and women, even children, were given no quarter. Sir Aymeric has ordered his knights to strengthen our defenses, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you have done for us, we would welcome an opportunity to repay your kindness. That is a most generous offer, Master Alfino. You are guests in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or line. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good. What would you ask of us? From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. As for you, Mr. Misterall, or Mr. Misterall, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself. A man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid Artorial and Emanalian. To aid Artorial and Emanalian in their duties. I beg your pardon? I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honored guest's assistance. No, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Hold your tongues. By the Fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station, and show Master Misterall the respect he deserves. Please, I don't need that much respect. This is the man who slew Gaius van Baelzar and some half-dozen primals besides. He is not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand boy. If you can pardon them their impropriety, Master Misterall, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Fury willing, they may even learn something from you. I'm sure one of them is definitely upset at that. Alright then, I guess we're doing duties now. Twould seem we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Fortom has taken a tremendous risk. Until we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. And so he would give us publicity serve Ishgard, while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. 'Tis an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. And as you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. That is true. Oh, I see. We had to do both of them. Okay. Well, let's start with the pissy brother first. Over the wall. Let us begin anew, Master Misterall. I am Sir Artorial de Fortom, eldest son of Count Edmund de Fortom. You will forgive me my outburst, I hope. I meant no disrespect. I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me. Unlike some. Harchfont has spoken of you often. If you were even half the man he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand, then. We will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of houses Durandare and Zemail. You are aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it? Well, suffice it to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture, but we shall speak more of that anon. First, we must need secure transports to Falcon's Nest. Let us make for the Chocobo stables and foundation. Onwards and upwards. Shall we be off then, old boy? But where are my manners? Emmanuelaine de Fortemps, second son of Count Edmund de Fortemps, true born, that is. Yes, I know what you're thinking, and you are absolutely right. What all fortune to be born second in the society where the eldest inherits all. Oh, my brother would never cut me off, 'tis true. But who could be satisfied subsisting on a meager allowance, forever overshadowed by a sibling? Not I, old boy. Not I. Which is why I need your help to ensure that this business in the Sea of Clouds goes swimmingly, so that the tales of my great deeds can win me a place in the people's hearts, or better yet, raise me higher in their estimations than Artorial. Ambitions, I grant you, but then I do have a legendary hero to do my bidding. Oh, don't look at me that way. I jest. Anyway, we are to aid the good men and women to house Halienart. They have ever been steadfast friends to our house, though they have fallen on hard times since the calamity. Poor blighters. As for what precisely we will be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Just come along with me to the airship landing. We'll need to take the airship to Camp Cloudtop. Okay, we got two major quests to go through. I would feel like I want to do the eldest brother first. We actually do something at the Chocobo Keep? Maybe it'll give us some new armor for our Chocobo. Greetings, Master Misterol. I've saddled a black Chocobo for our journey to the Western Highlands, as per Lord Artorial's instruction. Will this be your first time riding a black Chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. As I dare say you know, this particular breed can fly. So can mine. Given the right conditions, they can carry you quite high too, even over Snowcloak. You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trained to carry you to your destination all by herself. Just just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, but be sure not to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times, if you please. Travel to the Falcon's Nest. So this is going to be a new location. Also, yeah, black Chocobo. I guess, like... No, I can change my Chocobo's color. I know I can. I just need to find the right material for it.